So we'll begin by getting into a child's pose posture. On your knees, allowing the toes to come together, and then stretching your forehead down towards the mat. If your forehead can't quite reach the mat, allow the forehead to rest on two fists stacked on one another, or even grab a foam block and rest your forehead on the block. And just begin to settle in to your practice. Begin to notice your palms resting on the mat, the texture of your mat. Invite your body to become a little bit heavier with each exhale. And start to turn the attention towards the breath. Noticing the inhales, noticing the exhales. Not trying to change or shift anything, just noticing the breath coming into the body. And in our yoga practice, we use Ujjayi breathing, which is when we breathe in and out through our nose, slightly constricting the back of the throat, attaching a slight sound to the breath that allows your mind to anchor. At any time during your practice, if breathing through the nose doesn't work for you, feel free to breathe in whatever way works for you. But try to have your inhales through the nose, exhales through the nose. And if you'd like to release a little extra tension, you can open the mouth and exhale out all of your air. Inviting the belly to expand on the inhale, and all the tension to leave the body on the exhale. When you feel grounded, begin to make your way to an all fours tabletop position. Hands are going to be under shoulders, knees are going to be under the hips. That's about 2 fists distance between the knees. Invite the gaze to be at the top of the mat. And we'll begin by dropping the belly, dropping the chest, stretching the gaze forward and up. This is our cow pose. Breathing in. And then as you exhale, begin to round the back. Tuck the pelvis, tuck the chin. Back going all the way up to the ceiling. Inhale, drop the belly, drop the chest. Stretch the gaze forward and up. And exhale, round. Tuck. Do 3 more of these on our own breath. Inhaling into cow. And exhaling, rounding the back, cat. Inhale, drop. And exhale, stretch. One more, inhale, drop. And exhale, tuck. And then bring the spine back to a neutral position. Slightly tuck the belly button in towards the spine. Take the right fingertips and stretch them forward like you're gonna shake somebody's hand. Then take the left foot, stretch it back, resting the toes on the mat, pressing the heel towards the back wall. Take a deep breath in. Long breath out. You can stay here or you can begin to float with the left toes up, coming into a spinal balance. Engaging the core muscles, belly button to spine. Take a deep breath in. Long breath out. Deep breath in. Long breath out. One more breath in. And exhale, hand and foot down to the mat. Now we're going to take our left fingertips and we're going to stretch them up towards the sky. Modified side plank. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Maybe take fingertips overhead, stretch. One more deep breath in. Exhale the left hand back down to the mat, coming back to an all fours. We'll now take the left fingertips forward, right foot back, keeping the toes planted. We're gonna press the heel towards the back wall. And you might stay right here, or you might begin to float the toes up for a spinal balance. And we'll breathe together for 3. Inhale 1. Exhale. Inhale 2. Exhale. One more deep breath in. Exhale, left hand to the mat, left toes, or right toes to the mat, and stretch the right fingertip up to the sky. Modified side plank. Getting a nice chest opener here. You can get more of a side body stretch if you take your right fingertips forward over your head, stretch. One more deep breath in. Right hand comes back down to the mat, and we're gonna tuck our toes under and come to a downward facing dog. So in your downward facing dog, it's an inverted V. The highest point should be your tailbone. And from there, you kind of form this V shape. You're gonna press down and forward with the hands. Fingertips are spread wide. Hands are far enough apart, maybe even the pinkies touch the outer edge of the mat to give your shoulders lots of room. And you might place a slight bend in the knees and really scoop the tailbone up towards the sky, or allow the heels to fall back to the ground. Maybe bend one knee and then the other. Begin to notice the feeling of being grounded in the feet and the hands. So downward facing dog is going to be our home base posture for most of practice. At any point in practice, if down dog becomes a little bit too much for you, you can always come back into that tabletop position, knees down. And if down dog doesn't work for you for any reason, you can always just do tabletop as an alternative. We're going to start our sun salutation practice. So we're going to take our feet together at the back of the mat, and lift our heels, bend our knees, and walk our feet forward. Hands come to upper thighs. We're going to press the crown of the head forward, halfway lift. And exhale, fold over the legs, maybe keeping a slight bend in the knees. And we're going to inhale all the way up to stand, stretching the fingertips high, grounding the feet down. And then take hold of the left wrist with the right hand and stretch over towards the right side bend, side body stretch. Inhale back through center, switch hands, and side bend left. Coming back through center, breathe in. And then exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale once more to a halfway lift. And exhale, fold. We'll inhale back up to stand, stretching the fingertips high. Breathe in. And then exhale, fold forward. Breathe out. Inhale, halfway lift. And then exhale, hands come down to the mat. We're going to step back to high plank. You can drop your knees if you need to. Then we're gonna breathe here to warm up the core, warm up the muscles, start to bring a little bit of fire into our practice. Gaze is towards the top of the mat, and you want to have your body as straight as possible, as flat as possible, as strong as possible. Inviting a slight melt in the shoulders, not too much. You want to make sure your butt's not sticking up like a caterpillar. You really want to sink down, coming into the core strength. If this feels a little bit too much for you, you can always drop your knees. You're still getting the core strength. And we'll stay here for 3 more breaths. Inhale 1. Exhale. Inhale 2. Exhale. 1 more deep breath in. And we're going to just exhale back to a downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Inhale deeply. Exhale completely. And breathe in and lift the heels up. Exhale, bend the knees. And walk the feet forward in between the hands. Stretch into a halfway lift. And exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale all the way up to stand. Stretch up. Maybe look up towards the sky, ceiling. And then exhale, fold forward over the legs. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, hands to the mat, step back. High plank. Now this time we're gonna shift forward and we're gonna come halfway or all the way down to the mat. And then we're gonna open up into our heart opening, upward facing dog or cobra. And we're gonna shift back to our downward facing dog. Deep breath in, long breath out. Deep breath in, slow breath out. Breathe in and lift the heels. Exhale, bend the knees and walk or even jump forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, stretch all the way up to the sky. Exhale, come back down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the mat, step back. High plank. Shift forward, come halfway or all the way down. Open the heart, cobra or upward facing dog. And exhale back. Downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Now we're going to go ahead and do 1 breath, 1 movement for a couple of rounds. So breathe in, lift the heels. Exhale, bend the knees. Walk or jump forward. Halfway lift and fold. Inhale, up to stand, stretch up, look up. Exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, hands to the mat, and you can step or jump back. And then come up to an upward facing dog. And exhale back. Downward facing dog. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and lift heels. Exhale, bend knees. Walk or jump. Halfway lift and fold. Inhale, stretch all the way up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step or jump back. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And we'll pause here for 3 breaths. Finding that centering, that grounding in downward facing dog. Breathe in, lifting the heels high. Exhale, bend knees. Walk or jump. Halfway lift. And fold. And this time we're going to sit down and come up into a chair pose. Utkatasana. So in our chair pose, we have a little bit of space between our knees. You could even do a lot of space between your knees. You can have your feet hips width apart if you need to open up a little more space in the lower back. You want to pretend like you're squeezing something between the knees, but not quite touching them together. So you want that muscular energy. And then shoulders are soft, down away from the ears. You can cactus your arms, or you can bring them up to the sky. Whatever feels better in your body. And again, we're going to wake up the fire here, so we're going to hold our chair pose. Shifting the attention to the breath. Maybe sit the bottom a little bit lower. Keeping that core engaged. Lower ribs are pulling in, so we're not blowing into a back bend. We're kind of really keeping our core engaged here. We're also using our glutes, our quads. All the big energetic muscles in our body are working in our chair pose. There's a saying that is, yoga starts the minute that you want to get out of the pose. So if you notice you're starting to experience that mental challenge, just shift the attention back to the breath. Just notice your thoughts and let them go. Take a deep breath in and exhale out, forward fold over the legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the mat, step back. High plank. Low plank. Upward facing dog. And downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Now take the feet together at the back of the mat and stretch the right foot all the way up to the sky. Start by keeping the foot flexed. Stretch the heel as far as you can. Bend the knee and open the hip. Knee comes to the sky. Left hip presses back as right knee goes up. Take a deep breath in. We're going to slowly exhale our right foot forward. We're going to spin our back foot to an angle. We're going to come up to a warrior one. So in our warrior one pose, both of our hip bones are pointing towards the top of the mat, forward. Like if you had headlights, it would be going straight ahead. Belly button tucks to protect the spine. Just like in chair pose, shoulders are soft, away from the ears. You can cactus. I usually cactus because when I put my arms up, my shoulders squish up towards my nose, or my ears towards my nose. Deep breath in, long breath out. Take a peek at that right knee and make sure that it's tracking over the right ankle. Grounding down into all four corners of that right foot. Take a deep breath in, maybe come back a little bit, and then exhale, hands to the mat. Step back, high plank, low plank, upward facing dog, and downward facing dog. Deep breath in, long breath out. Feet together at the back of the mat. Left foot comes up. Stretch that heel as far as you can. Bend the knee and open. Stacking that that left hip on top of the right hip. Pressing back with the right hip. Left knee comes up towards the ceiling. Find that nice hip opening stretch. And then slowly exhale. Left foot comes forward. Right foot spins back to an angle. And we rise. Warrior one. Again, find your balance. Find the edge for yourself, which is not too much effort. So if you're putting too much effort into it, soften a little bit. But if you're too soft, fire it up a little bit. Yoga is all about balance. Find the breath. Check the alignment. Left hip kind of tracks back a little bit. Right hip tracks a little forward. Take a deep breath in. Maybe stretch a little bit back. And exhale. High plank. Low plank or belly. Upward facing dog. And downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Breathe in and lift the heels. Exhale, bend. Walk or jump. Halfway lift. And fold. Inhale all the way up to stand. Stretch up, look up. Exhale, fold forward over the legs. Inhale halfway. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step or jump back. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Feet together at the back of the mat. Right toes stretch up. Bend and open. And then slowly bring the right foot forward. Left foot spins back. We're gonna do one breath in warrior one. And coming right back down. Low plank. Upward facing dog. And downward facing dog. Feet together at the back of the mat. Left toes lift. Bend and open. Deep breath in. Slowly left foot comes forward. Spin the back foot flat. And we rise. One breath in warrior one. And come on back down. High plank. Low plank. Upward facing dog. And downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Deep breath in. Long breath out. We'll do one more round. One breath. One movement. Breathe in, lift the heels. Exhale, bend the knees. Walk or jump. Halfway lift. And fold. Sit down and come up. Chair pose. And exhale forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the mat, step or jump back. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Feet come together at the back of the mat. Right toes lift. Bend and open. And slowly take right foot forward. Spin the left foot flat. And rise. Warrior one. And exhale all the way down. High plank. Low plank or belly. Upward facing dog. And downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Feet together at the back of the mat. Left toes lift. Bend and open. Take a deep breath in. And slowly exhale, left foot forward. Right foot spins flat. And we rise. Warrior one on the other side. And exhale down. High plank. Low plank or belly. Upward facing dog. And downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Breathe in and lift the heels. Exhale, bend the knees. Walk or jump forward. Halfway lift. And fold. Sit down and come up. Chair pose. Deep breath in. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the mat, step or jump back. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Feet come together at the back of the mat. Right toes lift, bend and open. And this time we're gonna add on. So we're gonna take a deep breath in. We're gonna take our right knee, shift forward to our right elbow, and then inhale back up to the sky. Right knee, left elbow. Inhale back up to the sky. And then right knee to nose, chest. Take the right foot to the mat. Stay on the back toes this time. We're gonna come up to a crescent warrior. So crescent warrior, we're on our back toes. Back leg is really engaged. A little more balance here. Do a little core work. So we're gonna inhale, our fingertips up to the sky. We're gonna exhale, airplane the arms back, cover the chest. And then we're gonna inhale up to the sky. Exhale, hover. Inhale, sky. Exhale, hover. And two more. Inhale, high, sky. High, sky. Exhale, hover. And one more. Inhale up to the sky. And this time we're going to take our left fingertips down to the mat, stretch our right fingertips to the ceiling, open up, high lunge twist. Take the right fingertips over your head, get a side body stretch, breathe in. And then exhale, hand to the mat. Step back, high plank, low plank, upward facing dog, and downward facing dog. Deep breath in, long breath out. Feet together at the back of the mat, left toes lift, bend and open. Take a deep breath in, exhale, left knee, left elbow. Inhale, foot back to the sky. Left knee, right elbow. Inhale the foot back to the sky. And then left knee, hover, chest. Drop the left foot, stay on the back toes. Gonna rise up. Crescent warrior on the other side. And then, once we get settled into our posture, strong legs, strong core, we're gonna inhale our fingertips up to the sky. Exhale, hover. Inhale up. Exhale back. Inhale up. Exhale back. Inhale up. Exhale back. And one more, inhale up. And then exhale, right hand to the mat. Left fingertips to the sky, twist. Left fingertips overhead if you want that side body stretch. And then left hand comes down, step back, high plank, low plank or belly, up dog or cobra, and downward facing dog. Deep breath in, long breath out. Deep breath in, long breath out. Breathe in and lift the heels. Exhale, bend the knees. Walk or jump. Halfway lift. And fold. Sit down. And come up to chair pose. And we're going to do that same airplane hover move in our chair pose. You can even allow your fingertips to brush against the floor when you come down. So inhale, fingertips high. Exhale, back, brush. Inhale up. Exhale back. Inhale up. And back. Two more. And back. And up. And back. You know, this time you can stay through airplane arms. Stay on your heels if you want, or you can lift the heels up like you're wearing stiletto heels. Sit the bottom a little lower. And we'll breathe here for 3. Inhale 1. Exhale. Inhale 2. Exhale. One more deep breath in. Exhale, heels to the mat, fingertips up to the sky. We're going to take our hands together in front of our heart, bringing both fingertips forward. We're going to take an open arm twist, stretching the right fingertips all the way to the back wall, keeping energy in the arms. as if someone's pulling each set of fingers opposite of each other. And try to keep your knees in one line. Lengthen the crown of the head away from the tailbone. Take a deep breath in, a long breath out. Inhale, right fingertips back up to the sky. Hands come together in front of the heart. We're going to take our twist the other way. So first, fingertips come forward, and then left arm peels back to the back wall. Gaze can follow either the back fingertips or the front fingertips. Does not matter. And again, we'll just breathe here. Lengthening the spine under, inhale. Twisting a little deeper on our exhale. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Inhale, left fingertips back up to the sky. And we fold forward over the legs. Separate the feet, hips width apart. Take hold of your two big toes with your index and middle fingers. And go ahead and stretch into a deep forward fold. If your lower back has issues or concerns, you're going to want to bend your knees. If forward folds don't work for you, just place your elbows on your thighs and stretch into more like a halfway lift instead of a forward fold. Wherever you are, just find some centering, find some grounding. We're going to release our hands, toe heel our feet back together. We're going to sit back down into a chair pose and come up. We're going to do a little bit of balancing. We're going to take our right leg, place it over our left, our right arm under our left. Twisty pretzel eagle pose. And the best trick for balancing is to find your gaze. Set your gaze, your drishti, in one spot. Deep breath in. Hot breath out. Deep breath in. Long breath out. We're going to start to tip forward. We're going to find our block, place it under our left hand, and open up into a balancing half moon. Again, our gaze, our drishti, and cultivating a grounding sensation in your planted foot. So try and grow roots into that left foot and stretch the right leg back and up. Strength. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Deep breath in. Long breath out. So we're going to take our right toes to the back of the mat and come to a crescent warrior. And then from here, we're going to take hands together in front of our heart. Right elbow outside of left knee. Twist. And again, if this variation of twist does not work for you, go ahead and just do the open arm twist, just like we did before. So, open your arms if it's in your practice. Take a deep breath in, long breath out, and then slowly come back to crescent warrior. We're going to open up to a warrior two. So warrior two, our feet are more in one line. You imagine a highway running. Your front heel, if it went back, it would kind of cut your back foot in half, or it would hit your other heel. So kind of centered there, but in a way that works for your body. Arms are out and strong. Shoulders continue to be softened and away from the ears. Belly is strong. Flip the front palm, reverse your warrior. Cartwheel around back to that high lunge twist one more time. A fingertips high. And then left hand comes down. Step back, high plank, low planker belly. Up dog or cobra. Downward facing up. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Breathe in and lift the heels. Exhale, bend knees. Walk or jump. Halfway lift. And fold. Sit down and come up. To our chair pose. Airplane arms back. Sit a little lower. Maybe lift the heels, maybe not. And we're here for 3. Inhale 1. Exhale. Inhale 2. Exhale. One more deep breath in. We're going to exhale, fold over the legs, separate the feet, hips width, and this time we're going to step on our hands. Gorilla pose. Again, if coming all the way down doesn't work for you, halfway lift can be just fine as an alternative. If you have lower back issues or any other physical conditions that make putting your head all the way down not so great for you, you can just do halfway. Move your hands, toe heel your feet closer together. Sit down and come back to our chair pose. And we're gonna eagle. Left leg over, left arm under. Twisty pretzel pose. If this doesn't work for your shoulders, you can always just give yourself a big bear hug and kind of just stacking arms on top of each other. So you don't have to do the pretzel arms if you don't want to, or if it doesn't work for your body for whatever reason. Start to tip forward. Taking our right hand to our block. We're gonna open up. Balancing half moon. Finding those roots in the right foot. Stretch the left fingertips up. And left foot is strong, like it's standing on the back wall. Press. Again, the drishti can be critical here for balancing, so you can be gazing down at the mat or up at the ceiling. Whatever allows you to feel more grounded, more balanced, more centered. One more deep breath in. And we slowly take our left toes to the back of the mat. Stretching up. Crescent warrior. And then hands come to heart. Find our twist. Left elbow outside of right knee. Crown of the head stretches forward. Tailbone back. And as you inhale, lengthen the spine. And as you exhale, allow the twist to just naturally come a little bit deeper. Opening the arms if you like. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Inhale back through to center. And open. Warrior 2. And finding that center line. Softness in the shoulders, strengthen the arms. Strengthen the belly, softness in the hips. Front palm, reverse. And then cartwheel all the way around. Left fingertips come to the mat. High lunge twist. Deep breath in. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step back, high plank. Low plank or belly. Up dog or cobra. And downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Breathe in and lift the heels. Exhale, bend the knees. Walk or jump. Halfway lift. And fold. Sit down and come up. Chair pose, Utkatasana. Hands come together in front of the heart. Left elbow outside of right knee, twist. Open the arms if you'd like. And then we'll slowly come back through center. And then hands come together in front of the heart. Right elbow outside of left knee, twist. Slowly come back through center. We're going to take our right knee up in front of our chest, in front of our belly. And we're going to kick back to an airplane pose, Dekasana. Start to dive forward, coming into a standing split. Right toes come to the sky. Head course down towards the left toes. If you have a handstand in your practice, you can feel free to kick up into it if you'd like. Or just allow the left hamstring to release.
You lost your way. A simple step.
Or deep breath in. Take the right foot down next to the left. Sit down and come up. Chair pose. And then we're going to take our right knee in front of our belly or chest. Kick back. Airplane pose. Back foot is flexed, like it's standing on the back wall. Start to dive forward. Standing split. Kicking into a handstand if it's in your practice. Breath in. Exhale, left foot next to the right. Come into a halfway lift stretch. Exhale, fold. All the way up to stand. Breathe in. Exhale, hands to heart. And hands to the sides. Tadasana, mountain pose. Just take a moment to notice how you feel. Might be a little bit different than how you felt coming into the practice. We'll inhale, fingertips up to the sky. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands or jump back. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Right toes lift up to the sky. Bring the right foot forward. Spin the back foot flat. Come up to a warrior one. Open up to a warrior two. Now we're going to straighten the front leg. We're going to hinge forward at the hips a little bit, finding our block again if you'd like to use a block. Open up into triangle pose, Trikonasana. That's it. Long breath out. Left fingertips come forward. We're going to hop the back foot up a little bit, square out the hips, and bring those to knee. Pyramid stretch. Lift, plant both hands to the mat, step back, high plank, low plank or belly, up dog or cobra, and downward facing dog. Left toes come up, bring left foot forward, rise on up to our warrior one, opening up to warrior two, straightening the front leg, hinging forward, triangle pose, opening the heart, putting both side bodies. You stretching the fingertips overhead if you want a really nice side body stretch. One more deep breath in. Exhale, hands down, hop the back foot up a little bit. Square off the hips and come into a pyramid stretch. Step back, high plank. Low plank or belly. Upward facing dog. And downward facing dog. And drop our knees, cross our ankles, come down to our seat. Do a little bit of boat pose for core. You can take a block between your knees if you'd like, or not. Rest on your sit bones. Take your feet up, knees bent at an angle, kind of. Shins are going to be parallel to the ground. Open the heart. Belly button comes in towards spine. And we'll breathe. If you need to rest your heels down on the mat gently, you can do that. Or do you heels come down? Come onto our backs. Tucking the shoulder blades underneath. Planting the feet about hips width apart. Press down and forward with the feet as you lift the hips. Keep the glutes soft as you press down and forward with your feet, lifting up into a bridge pose. Got that? Bring the bottom back down to the mat. And we're gonna roll up to a boat pose again. And this time, keep fingertips together. Arms straight. And we're gonna take right elbow back and then center. Left elbow back and then center. Right elbow. Left elbow. Right elbow. left elbow, right elbow, left elbow. Deep breath in, come on back down to the mat. Come into another boat pose. If you have wheel in your practice, feel free to take a wheel. If you'd like to place a block under your sacrum, you can do that. Try to keep the gaze towards the ceiling to protect the neck. And again, soft glutes, press down and forward with the feet. So it's really a nice deep quad stretch here. One more deep, long breath in. Exhale, bottom down to the mat. And come back up to a boat pose. And this time we're going to clasp our hands together in front of our heart. And we're going to row right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Keep going. And just do this for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And feet down, go onto the back. One more back bend, bridge your wheel, come on up. Try not to crunch the lower back, so keep the belly button tucked towards the spine. Again, glutes are soft. You're really opening up through the heart here. Shoulder blades are coming together. Spine is still neutral. It's not really bent that much. The upper spine is opening. The lower spine should stay pretty neutral here. One more deep breath in. Exhale, bottom down to the mat. From here, we're going to take our right ankle, cross it over our left knee for a number 4 stretch. If you'd like to roll up into a half or double pigeon, feel free, or you can just stay here on your back. We hold our hip opening postures for a couple of minutes to really get into the deep tissue. Unwind. Switch sides. Left ankle comes on right knee. Then you can bring that right knee in, grabbing on behind the thigh. You can stay. So you can roll up to a half or double pigeon if you'd like.
And villains get paid or to wisdom, no pity
unwind. Allow your knees to go side to side like a set of windshield washers. If you were in a half pigeon, come on back to your back. If we're in double pigeon, go ahead and roll onto your back. And then we'll take both knees, give them a squeeze, hug them in towards the belly, maybe make some circles on the ceiling, loosening out the lower back. And then keeping hold of the right knee, stretch the left leg out on the mat. Take a deep breath in and exhale, twist. Right knee comes all the way over to the left. Right fingertips stretch to the right, gaze to the right, keeping that right shoulder on the mat. Lower back, side body stretch. Your center. Left knee hugs in. Right leg comes out. Deep breath in. And we twist. Center. Taking your right foot to the right front corner of the mat, left foot to the left front corner of the mat. Set your sides, palms facing up. Shoulder blades tuck just a little bit under the back. Invite the eyes to close and rest in your Shavasana. Deepen your breath. Invite some gentle movement into your fingers and toes. Draw your knees in towards your chest, one at a time. And roll over to one side using your arm to support your head and neck. And take a moment to rest here and just be. Right here, right now. So make your way up to a seated cross-legged position and inviting the hands together in front of the heart. And take a moment to reflect on something that has meaning for you, or set an intention for your day or your week. And taking your thumb knuckles up to your forehead center, we share a word that simply means the light in me sees and honors the light in you. Together we say, Namaste. Thank you so much for practicing with me. You can follow my YouTube channel, Flex Counseling Wellness, if you want more yoga classes, guided meditations, as well as information about the other services that I offer. And if you're interested in the music that was played today, the artist was Saint Ash, and you can find his music out on Spotify, Apple Music, wherever you get your music.